Hello everyone and welcome back. Now I've done this before and I wanted to do it again because I know a lot of you are in that crazy freeze that went across the country and you guys are probably craving spring more than anybody. So I figured I would go ahead and get a jump start on my spring motivation for the year. So I'm going to put together some of my best performing springtime videos from years past. So there will be decorating, there will be cleaning, there will be organizing, there will be recipes, there will be outside backyard motivation. And I figured this is the perfect opportunity to go ahead and put all that together as we start gearing up for spring. So I hope this makes you guys feel like I'm sending you a little bit of sunshine all the way from Southern California and just start getting you guys prepped for warmer weather and warmer temperatures. So I'm sure you guys are craving that. With all that said, I hope you guys enjoy this video.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two outlines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine.
Welcome back everyone and happy spring. I am so excited that spring is upon us. I'm actually filming this on the very first day of spring. So kind of funny, my last video I filmed on St. Patrick's Day and this one I'm filming on the first day of spring. So very, very excited to bring this one to you guys today. I really love it. Make sure you guys stick around into the very end because I feel like this is definitely a video that builds. It's not all just cleaning. There's a little bit of everything in here for everyone. And I just kind of take you throughout my day. And I hope you guys are already getting the spring feels with the intro of this video, and that carries through all the way into the very end. So let's kick it off with some spring cleaning motivation here in the family room. Before I jump into my day, I love to tidy up around the house a little bit. We're gonna be doing some organizing, some decluttering, because that goes with spring cleaning, right? So I'm gonna take you guys with me and give you all the motivation you need.
I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Could be 20 minutes or an hour or two.
I want to know if you guys have kicked off your spring cleaning yet. Some of the easiest things you can do is even just opening up the windows, opening up the blinds, let in that fresh air and the sunshine. It does a lot to boost morale, especially if you guys live where you guys have really cold winters. Vitamin D is so essential and will boost your mood. So I hope you guys will get up and get things done around the house with me today. Like I said, we're keeping it light, we're keeping it happy, and I'm just gonna take you throughout my day. I just got home. I stopped in Lowe's and in HomeGoods. HomeGoods was a little bit of an impulse. You guys probably saw the clips of me going into Lowe's. I actually didn't come out with anything, but it was fun to see all the flowers. I looked around a little bit and kind of trying to plan for the yard. So not a total waste of time. It was definitely a morale boost being in there and seeing all the stuff for spring. But I had a few minutes before I had to pop over and pick up Rylan from school, and HomeGoods was right there. It was staring at me. I could not go in. I was actually looking for two different things. One I found and one I didn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with one of the things I was looking for and I found. So I've actually been on the hunt for an orchid like this, specifically in a blue and white pot. Now, I ideally wish I found one maybe slightly bigger, but now that I saw this one, I actually think that it's kind of perfect. So I can obviously put this anywhere in the house, but my idea to put this is going to be on the kitchen island. I thought this would be around $60 for what I was looking for. but this one was just $34.99. So came in under budget. It still works for what I need it to do, and it's absolutely beautiful. The pot, exactly what I was looking for. So I'm gonna be putting this in the kitchen, but like I said, I can use this anywhere in the house. So that is the main thing that I got. This was actually down the clearance aisle, and it's so funny because I've been looking for one of these. So I didn't know that HomeGoods even carried these. Let me know if you guys have heard of Pura before. This is a fragrance diffuser, a smart fragrance diffuser that you plug into the wall. It's the Pura 4, so I need to see what they're up to on these, but you fill, let me open this up for you. I was shocked that it actually came with 2 of each fragrance. I can smell the lavender already. It smells really good. Maybe I'll put that one in the house for spring. It's called Sea Salt Lavender, and the other one it came with is Limoncello Cupcake. Oh, that smells really good. I'll give you guys a better look in a second, but it came with 2 of each, which I thought was actually really, really good. Now these, I feel like go for at least $50 just for the diffuser, and then you have to buy the little fragrant plug-ins. So here it is, right here, and then you just put in your little plug-ins here. You plug it into the wall. I think you download the app. I need to read the instructions. I think you download the app, and then you can have it to where, you know, you go nose blind to smells in your home. It'll alternate the scents, so that way it's always kind of fresh and new, and you can smell it and enjoy it. Also, you know, when you're entertaining, who doesn't want their house to smell nice? Let's just put it like that. But I've been actually looking at these and have not actually ordered it yet. So I'm really, really excited about this. And it was on clearance, like I said. So it was, oh, they don't have the price. Oh, $59.99. Look at that, $59.99, and I got on clearance for $29.99. So I didn't go in there looking for this, but I definitely came out with it because, like I said, it's something that I wanted anyways. So it says it fills medium to large rooms. You can adjust the scent intensities. Fragrance lasts up to 120 hours. You can create timers and schedules, and it's safe and clean ingredients. Perfect, exactly what I was looking for. I got a couple more things. Everything is very spring inspired. I love to get seasonal to-go cups, and the checkout line has the best cups like this. So if you guys like to use these as well, check out the ones when you're waiting in line to check out, and that's where I found these. How cute are these butterflies, you guys? It comes with the lids, and then the cup, and then the actual sleeves. I couldn't think of the word, but I just thought they were so cute, and they were just $4.99. So I'm gonna put those by my little coffee bar. The last thing I got is this adorable marble tray. I actually have one like this, but it's a Christmas tree for Christmas. Look how big it is. And see if you guys can guess the price on this. Let me know in the comments if you guys were correct. I was not. My guess was going to be $19.99, but the price was actually $14.99 for this. And you guys, it is so heavy, but I figured I can lean this up against my backsplash, up against my other cutting boards or cookbooks, or I can have it on the counter or the table like this. You can actually use it and serve on it. I just thought it was so classy and sophisticated. And it's one of those items that were made in India that they highlight. So, you know, I had to bring this home with me. I thought it was so cute and such a good deal. So that is what I got from HomeGoods. And the other thing that I went in there to get, obviously I told you guys this was one of the things. Everything else was kind of, I mean, I'm gonna make this count. I wasn't going into HomeGoods for it, but I was in the market for one, so I'm gonna let that slide. The cups and the marble tray were definitely an impulse buy, but the other items that I was looking for were ceramic or glass Easter eggs, either looking like hand-blown glass or like hand-painted. I saw some flat kind of wood style ones, not what I was looking for. So I'll probably go into TJ Maxx in the next few days and see what they have in store. But if you guys have not seen Brittany Blaine's Spring Decorate With Me, it's so good. Brittany is just so talented. Go over and watch that. She inspired me to get some of those glass eggs. So didn't find anything that I was looking for, but like I said, I am still on the hunt, pun intended. I promised some decluttering and organizing in this one, so let's tackle it one cabinet at a time. This is a cabinet in my kitchen, you guys, that has been bothering me for so long. And let me be honest with you, I did not feel like doing this right now, but I knew if I sat down, I was going to completely lose all motivation. It was way too early in the day for that. So let's just get it done. And once I got started, it really wasn't that bad. And I was actually really curious to see what was all in here. It was almost like a clown car. It just kept coming and coming. So I'm showing you guys a bunch of stuff that I didn't even know that I had in here, but we're going to empty this out. I'm going to wipe it down, and then we're going to only put back the things that I actually use. If I haven't used it in a long time, we're going to donate it. If it needs to be trashed, we're going to trash it. And if it's going to be used, we're going to put it front and center. Look at all this stuff, you guys. Look at all this stuff. And then it's also here. Oh my goodness, you guys. Why do I have all this? We're gonna take care of it right now though. I should probably go on Pinterest and look up pots and pan organization. I feel like the bigger, heavier stuff should go down here, right? And then like maybe cutting boards and like skillets here. I have strainers, but I could always put the strainers in a different spot. I never liked them here anyways. We just kind of shoved them there and they stayed there. So I'm gonna start with that. We're gonna do cutting boards and like skillets or pans or like cooking eggs and stuff up here, and then we'll do like the larger size items down here and see how that fits. So here's what I'm keeping. I definitely didn't need that many pots and pans. I already know what pans that we grab for on a regular basis. So here's what I got down to. I have my cast iron and what I use like a sauce pot or a summer pot there in the back because we just don't use it every day. And this one, the very bottom one, I'm able to stack them, but two, we don't use this one all the time, but it is nice to keep. We use these pretty frequently, all of these pretty frequently. I went through my cutting boards and narrowed it down to these. And this is for like steaming vegetables and stuff, so I kept it in here. And then I have some of my caraway and extra lids here. And then just the way this cabinet is set up, I don't know if you guys can see, there's like a lip in there. So I wasn't able to put this here because it was hitting onto that lip under there. So that's why I put it there. And then when I put a lid in the second pocket, it hits right here. So this is what I did for some lid storage there, and everything, I mean, obviously I'll have to push these back a little bit. Everything closes and is way more organized. So I'm able to get rid of some of these cutting boards and then some pots and pans. This came with my Beauty by Drew pots and pans, so you can stack them and they don't scratch, but I just don't use them, so I'm gonna donate those too. So I'm gonna get a little stack going to take to donation. I wanted to show you guys, like, even the smallest organization matters. I got this box, I think I got it at like TJ Maxx or something. I paid like $12.99 for it. But I keep all the dogs' extra leashes, and like I have glow collars for them. I have my Chom Chom. I just brushed them. They smell so good. They got baths today, and then I have this pet spray, and they smell like baby powder. They smell so good. But I just keep all their stuff in here, and it looks really nice, and it's tucked away. Is that your stuff, guys? Yeah. But I feel like if everything has a place, it's just a lot easier to clean. So that's my new little spot to put the leashes and just the extra little things for the dogs, huh guys? Here is my Pura. Boston's checking it out right now. I got the app downloaded and got it all set up. So I have the sea salt lavender going right now. And you work the diffuser right off your app. So you can swap fragrances, so I can go to the limoncello cupcake one. I no longer smell this fragrance, so I haven't pressed that yet, but I'm gonna play with this and learn about it some more. But I think it looks really, really cool. I'm about to order more scents now that I have the diffuser itself. This day absolutely flew by. I feel like this week has just been nonstop. I also wanted to mention, you guys probably saw that I had a bandage on my arm. I went and had to do some blood work. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, you guys probably know I got myself landed in the ED this last week. I don't want to say I'm a victim, but it sucks. I am been diagnosed with PCOS in my 20s when I was having fertility issues getting pregnant with my first son. And unfortunately, what comes along with that are ruptured cysts sometimes. And I had a very scary episode and it landed me in the ED. So I'm taking care of it. I'm discussing options and going from there. But I've been making doctor's appointments, doing lab work, seeing my primary doctor, the OB, all the things. So thank you for those that sent your well wishes over on Instagram. It seriously was so helpful to hear all of your stories. But let's go ahead and tackle this laundry, and then I'm gonna go down and make dinner and just settle in for the night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I know it was a little bit all over the place. I feel like that's how my videos have been lately, but I'm just kind of taking you guys with me. So
baby, you know I just like to talk with you. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to
It is almost exciting when you open up these bins, kind of like during the holidays, because you really do forget what you have. And I was getting really excited about some of these pieces that I totally forgot that I had. So I'm glad I didn't go out and get too crazy shopping for Easter and spring, because I have some really good pieces in here that I actually really like. Another thing that I love to do is lay everything out so then I can just grab as I'm decorating. But then maybe I can thin out the pieces that maybe just aren't my style anymore, or I don't find that I'm using. I could always donate or list on Facebook Marketplace and earn a couple dollars back. But it's a great way to get organized, and I only have 2 spring bins, so it's really not that bad. I really need to get better about going through fall and Christmas. I did make a huge dent in my Christmas bins, but I still have a lot of thinning out to do for those too. I'm just trying to get better. I don't need all this stuff. And so I'm just really going to focus on what I'm using this year and then kind of go from there. I also found the boys' Easter baskets. I have already been buying things and putting things aside for their Easter baskets. And has anyone noticed how late Easter is this year? It's like the end of April. I want to say like the 20th or something. Unusually late this year. So I got both of those totes unloaded and cleared out, and I know this looks like a ton of stuff, and it is, you're not wrong, but compared to like Christmas and fall, I don't feel like I have a ton, but we're gonna work with what we have here. I think we have some really good stuff that I've collected over the years. I have a wreath, and then I have 2 garland here, 2 garland there. And then this is the other half of that Easter banner. I have a whole bunch of really beautifully colored Easter eggs. This is like a moss style table runner, which we'll use in a tablescape. You guys have seen these little guys before. They're new this year. That is new. Obviously, these are new, and some of these stems, but everything else I have owned. If you guys have a question on where anything specifically is from, let me know. Usually a mix between TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby, Target, stuff like that. But I know this looks like a jumbled mess right here. Oh, here he is. Love this piece with the little butterfly on the nose. TJ Maxx, this is why I keep labels on. TJ Maxx, $16.99. I want to say I got him last year or the year before. I have had him for years. This was a gift when we moved into our house, so I've had him for 7-ish years. He's from Hobby Lobby from a few years ago. You guys went with me to get him. He was on sale with his little glasses. He's so cute. But a mix of this stuff, like HomeGoods, $12.99, stuff like that. I think this is Dollar Spot. I think all these guys. Clearly I went through a moss bunny phase because I have like 10 of these things. These are from Target a couple years ago, and they both still have candle left, but even when they're empty, I'm going to still use the ceramic egg, stuff like that. So here's the overview. Oh, I have to shout out this sweet little gumball machine. Do you guys remember when these things went viral? They were in the Target dollar spot, I think for $5. I could not get one for the life of me, and my sweet friend Carla from Carla's Sweet Life. Make sure you guys catch up with her. She's in Alaska now. She's been posting again, but she's one of my best girlfriends, and she found this for me and she shipped it for me. I didn't even know it was coming, and she surprised me with it. So that is very special to me. I usually fill it with jelly beans every year. But that is a little overview of what we have to work with. So I'm just gonna move really slow. We're gonna bounce around and put things places where I think I want them. And then I'll show you guys where everything lands once it's all decorated. I decided to go ahead and piece together my own garland this year, so I just took 2 different garlands that I already had on hand and I twisted them together just to give it more texture and more fullness and volume. And then I had a bunch of these faux flowers that I actually picked up from Michael's. And I'm just kind of piecing them in through the greenery. The white ones are kind of like a tulip type flower, and these pink ones are like a rose. And these are just picks, and everything was on sale at Michael's. And then I also picked up more of like a filler style floral where I'm just gonna kind of fill in the blanks. I decided to fill in this garland with the larger flowers first, and then I could go in with these. And then I did something a little different. I found these butterfly fairy style lights that we're gonna also run through these flowers that just make it look like little butterflies have landed on the flowers, and just gives it that pop of spring, and then brings in a lot of coziness in the evening hours. I love my little bunnies from Michael's. I was gonna put them here on the table and decided to go a different direction. So this brass tray I had on my coffee table before. I'm just gonna layer one of my more colorful coffee table books on top of the tray, and then add this beautiful vase that I picked up from the Threshold line from Target for this year. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it yet, so you will see the tag on here. I just wanted to try it out for a day or two and see if it flowed with the rest of my decor. And then I just took a extra book I had laying around and leaned it up against the vase. And I love these little brass bunnies. I do not remember where I got these. It could have been Target over the years. And one looks like he's kind of propping up the book, and the other one is just kind of complimenting him. Then I remembered I had these glass candlesticks laying around, so I'm going to go ahead and add these to the table as well, with some battery powered candles and this sweet little candy dish that I had from years and years ago. I'm going to fill those with some Easter chocolate. I love how the coffee table came together with the exception of the florals. I may swap those out with something else. Let me know what you guys think. I just want to make sure it flows with the garland and the florals on the mantle, but let me know. I may be just overthinking it. Now over here at the entryway, I'm just swapping out the greenery over here and adding some cosmos, faux cosmos. These are from Hobby Lobby, and everything I'm decorating with today I pretty much got on sale. This bunny is one of my favorites. I'm going to place him here with a little egg that's also a candle, but I'm not totally sold on this entryway, but you guys let me know. I may be switching this around in my next video. back over at the mantle, I totally forgot about my sweet little garland. I think I got this from TJ Maxx or Marshall's last year, and I decided to go ahead and put this back up. Whether it's going to stay, I'm not sure, but it's just so sweet and simple, and I already had it, so I figured might as well go ahead and hang it up. I hope you all enjoyed part 1 of my spring and Easter decorating. I hope you will like and subscribe before you leave today. Welcome back. I'm so happy you guys are here. As you can see, we are starting this video in the backyard. We did a ton in my previous videos, so if you guys missed that one, make sure you go back and check it out. I didn't have everything that I needed to fully finish this yard in that video, so I'm gonna be putting out some of the things that have been coming in that I ordered online. One of them being these faux hanging plants, and you guys, I was skeptical, but I read the reviews and they actually look amazing. So stick with me for a minute. We're gonna put these together and hang them, and you guys will have to let me know what you think. But I love the color. I think they look very realistic, and I needed to go with a faux flower or plant of some sort for this area of the yard because of where our patio furniture is set up, and I won't be able to actually water a real plant. It would just make a huge mess. It would get everything wet. And so I figured this was a great option. I grabbed these right on Amazon. I think they were about $40 a piece, and well worth it because, like I said, they look so real. It came with everything that you need: the hanging basket, the foam to put the floral stems in, and then obviously the florals themselves. So like I said, let me know what you guys think, but I think they look super realistic. Boston came over here to join me, but okay, like not bad. Seriously, what do you guys think? I think they look pretty darn real, if you ask me. And I'm gonna be hanging them up here. That's my other new wind chime. We will get there, but there's the basket. And here are the flowers. I'm kind of impressed. It came with 3 little bouquets of the flowers, and I didn't want to make it too perfect because real flowers aren't perfect. So, I don't know, I think it looks kind of good. I'm kind of happy about it. Boston, what do you think? What do you think of the flowers? Do you like them? Do you like the new flowers? Hang one up before we open up the rest, just in case, and that way you can like see what it looks. And if I hate it, then I didn't open up every single one. If you have a patio cover like mine, you can get these hooks that slide right into the crease of your patio cover, and they have like drop hooks on them so you can put hanging plants. I had these from previous seasons on my patio cover already, so I just put these new hanging baskets right on there. I might add a S hook to these just so they hang slightly lower, just because they are up a little bit high, but for now, I think these look so good. Exceeded my expectations.
Wouldn't hold it against you if you say that you don't want
this other wind chime. It was obviously before I had these hanging. And now I feel like the wind chimes are just kind of hidden. So I think I'm gonna get those hooks that you can like put in the ground and you can hang things off of it. So I think I'm gonna get a couple of those for my wind chimes just so it opens this up more, because I already have the curtains and now the flowers. I don't want it to be like super cluttered. So I have like my hummingbird feeder and then my other wind chime. So we will take both wind chimes down and the hummingbird feeder, and I'll actually put them on hooks around the yard. So then it kind of adds interest around the yard too. So like I could easily do one of the wind chimes over there. I can do like one over here. I could maybe do like the hummingbird food one over there. So we just have options. I think my umbrella, the third umbrella, is hopefully being delivered right now. I think I hear a truck out there. So if it is, we will come bring that outside. I'm trying not to make you guys dizzy. And we will be putting it over here where this striped umbrella is, because this one is actually broken. I'm going to keep it as an extra because we can kind of make it work. But I think it'll just look nice because the umbrella behind us, and then this one, and then that one, it'll just be all cohesive across the yard, and just everything's fresh and new, and I think it'll look really, really nice. But I really like these flowers. Let me know what you guys think. I had my husband come out and look, and he said, yeah, they actually look pretty darn real. So I'm very happy. If you guys want a link to them, let me know down below. I was so bummed. That truck I heard was not my umbrella, but it is here now that I'm doing this voiceover. And so it did arrive, but you're not gonna see it in this video because it didn't come when I was filming this. But I kind of broke everything down on what it even was, so you guys can kind of visualize and, you know, get an idea of what we were going for back here. But I've been spending so much time back there. It has been so wonderful just have everything clean and I don't know, just, I don't want to say decorated, but just with the vibrant colors out there. The rug is new, the new pillow covers. I just went and vacuumed and hosed everything down. The pool is sparkly blue. The weather has been so dreamy. Spring is probably my favorite season, you guys. It is just so beautiful here in Southern California. But as much as I want to stay in that backyard all day long, the show must go on inside. So I had some clean dishes in the dishwasher that needed to be unloaded, and then I had dishes in the sink that needed to be loaded into the dishwasher. We're doing the floors in this video, wiping down countertops. I really need to scrub out my sink. I was out of Barkeeper's Friend for quite some time, and if you have a white farmhouse sink like I do, get you some Barkeeper's Friend. You guys will see how beautiful and shiny and clean and bright white it is again. But yeah, we're just kind of getting to everything in this video, and I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. I wanted to ask if you guys have decorated for spring yet, or if you decorate for spring. As you can see, I have been well on my way decorating in this video, and I also forgot to mention that we are actually doing my dining room table in this one too. I told you guys it was coming, and it's here. I feel like I got a bunch of stuff that I needed to get that done, so I'm excited to share that with you guys. I had some family pop over the other day and they were complimenting how much that they loved it. So that made me feel really nice. Nothing too over the top, but it does provide a lot of Easter and spring inspiration. And I even added some candies. There's lots of color. So it's just giving all the spring vibes.
Next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning.
Here is my sideboard in the dining room, and I kept this very simple, but love how it came out. It just really balances the decor from the family room into the kitchen and even the dining room tablescape that we end up doing. I have a little bit of a funny story. I'll put some decorative boxes on here. And they were almost like a Russian doll. They were all like stacked inside of each other. It was a set of 4 by, I think it's Papyrus, that brand that does like gift bags and cards and stuff like that. They only labeled the biggest box, and I took it all apart, didn't see any other labels. When I went to checkout, I asked them and they honored it, you guys. So I got 4 of these beautiful velvet gift boxes. I'm keeping these 2 and I'm using the other 2 for gifts. For $10. That was like my deal of the day. And then the gold bunny you guys saw, he was on clearance. I think it's at $11.99 from Ross. I had a really good shopping day this day. And then this candle, it smells so good. But just some layering, keeping it simple, not too over the top, not too cluttered. I love this little floral arrangement that I picked up from HomeGoods. I believe it was $24.99. And this will not just be a seasonal piece. This is probably something I will use all year round. So I love how this all came together with just the golds, the whites, the greens, and those dusty blues. I thought I filmed a haul for this stuff. I'll have to go through my footage. If I didn't, I'll share it in the next video. I got some really good items from Ross, which you guys saw a couple of those, and some you will see even more in my tablescape. My tablescape came together a lot from HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, and Ross, and then things that I already owned. So I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do, but then the other half of it, I was just kind of like winging it and just having fun with it. But first things first, before we can decorate the table, we need to clear it off.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck.
This tablecloth is from HomeGoods and it was $19.99. It is so pretty. I loved the blues on it, and then the grass or moss runner that you're seeing me place in the middle, I've had for a few years now. Just got it from Michael's. And then the gold candle holder here in the middle is by Hearth and Hand from Target. I got this just the last fall. I've been using it in all of my tablescapes the last few seasons. And you saw some ombre colored green candles. I had those in there for St. Patrick's Day, just for fun. So we're taking those out and putting just these simple kind of cream colored ones on that I also used for, I think, the fall season, my fall tablescape. We use these, and then placing down those woven rattan placemats with a gold charger, and then these beautiful plastic plates by Martha Stewart that I picked up from HomeGoods this year. And those you can toss them or you can wash them and reuse them. But when I entertain, I try and keep things as easy as possible. So I try and mix really nice things that I've owned for years, mixed in with disposable plates and then napkins that you can just throw away. It just makes entertaining a little bit easier, but still makes it look like you put a lot of effort into it. And you guys, who doesn't want, like, I don't want to do the dishes, so it's just easier to throw them away. But I got 2 packs of these, and then the cute little bunny holding up that lettuce leaf is from Target. He is new this year. And then those little bunnies holding the carrots, I got those from HomeGoods. Those were just $9.99. And then those glass blown eggs are from Target. They were a 2-pack for $15. And then that white little bunny candy dish I've had for a few years, and I probably paid less than $10 from that from HomeGoods or TJ Maxx, one of those. So this faux greenery garland I've had for years from Michael's. And then you guys are probably going to notice these pink flowers I got from Michael's this year. They were on my mantle. I ended up pulling them and using them over here. But you guys get the gist, and let me know how you think everything looks. The last thing I really wanted to get to this day were the floors. So having kids and pets in the house, and we're just a busy family, and we spend a lot of time in the yard, and we come in and out of the house. So these floors definitely needed a good clean. So I'm just gonna go over them. This is vacuuming and mopping with my Tenco S5. This thing is such a lifesaver for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, and just thank you again so much for spending time with me today and clicking on my videos. It means so much. If you guys enjoyed this video, I hope that you will like and subscribe. Hello and welcome back. Today I wanted to share a spring home tour. I feel like before all of the colorful spring decor comes down for the season and we start to shift over to summer content, I wanted to get this filmed for you guys. You were very much a part of the process in decorating and bringing this whole house together. I wanted to give you guys an after, show you guys just how cozy and beautiful it turned out, where everything landed for this season. I will be hosting Easter here in my home. By the time you guys watch this, Easter will have already come and gone, but I wanted to bring you guys into my home and just show you guys how everything turned out. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. So walking into the house, I have this beautiful wreath on the front door. I picked this up on clearance from Ross. I think it was about $16.99. I thought it just looked so beautiful. It was nice and muted, nothing too colorful and crazy. I just wanted it to go ahead and mesh with my home for the spring season, even after Easter. So I put that simple, really cute beaded wreath on the front door. And then when you come in here, I have the most adorable little bunny with a little butterfly on his nose with a candle that smells so good. It smells very tropical. And then I have this beautiful vase with some Cosmo flowers in it, just a really subtle nod to spring. So even when the bunnies go away after Easter, the flowers can stick around and still make it feel like the spring season. So that is the entryway, and that brings you here into the family room. Here in the family room, I love to put TV art. It's such an easy way to give a little nod to each season. I just go on YouTube and type in spring or Easter vintage artwork, TV artwork, and there's so many different ones on there. So I usually go ahead and go with a seasonal one, like you guys see here, this cute little bunny. And then over here on the shelving, I have this cute little girl bunny with her little flower crown and her little basket and her dress. That is from Michael's. I think I paid about $19 for her. And I do have her counterpart, the little boy bunny, which I will show you guys in just a minute. I finally got this picture frame filled with our sweet little Ruger. If you know, you know, we miss him so much, and this was the perfect little spot to put a little photo in memory of him. So we get to see him and think about him still several times a day. So we went ahead and added his sweet little photo there. This is a piece that I was on the hunt for when he first got released to Hobby Lobby. He's been around for a few years now, and I wanted him to have a really good spot up here on the shelving. He is subtle, but again, just a little nod to the season. His little glasses get me. He is so cute. We have some landscape artwork that bring in some of that green for spring. And then my other little bunny from Hobby Lobby, let me see if I still have a tag on him. These are usually 40 to 50% off. So that's what I paid before the discount. And again, just like his muted tones with more of the landscaping, the landscape artwork, like this all just meshed really well. Again, really subtle, nothing too crazy. And then my pothos, I couldn't remember the name, right there at the top. Here on the fireplace, I have some dusty blue candlesticks. Look how cute it is with the artwork. Just kind of pulls that blue throughout the house. And then my DIY garland, I pieced this together myself with just like a plain green garland, then just kind of added my own flowers and picks, and then these little butterflies. Let me see if I can turn it on. And then added these little Easter eggs. And I just kind of did my own little custom wreath on here, again pulling in those blues and just balancing out all of those colors, from the green of the curtains to my pothos to the landscape artwork. I think it just flows so nicely. Other side of the arches and the built-ins, we have a candle and then a couple more bunnies over here. I've had this bunny for quite some time. He was actually a gift, so I put him out. And then this candle, Coastal Breeze and Cypress. And this candle, it's not really picking up on camera. It's actually a very dusty light blue candle vessel as well. I wish it picked up a little bit better, but again, pulling the blues over here with the little boy bunny. He's got his little backpack on with his shovel, again from Michael's. I got them at the same time. And these cloches were, I want to say, viral in the Target dollar spot a few years ago. And then I already had this little brass bunny, so I added him separately, and I just put him on this little stack of books. again with a little landscape artwork. I believe that's Studio McGee from Target. And then I got these faux artichokes from HomeGoods last season, and I put them in this little pedestal bowl. So I thought that was just adorable and kind of filled in this space here. Just above that, again, keeping it very simple, I found this little duck at Tractor Supply. I think it was last spring. I think I paid about $17 for him. He looks like he's solid brass, but he's like a plaster material. And I just thought he was so old money, traditional, old American kind of style decor. And with this horse print also by Studio McGee, I think it just flowed so nicely. These stacked books are by Hearth and Hand from Target. I think I found that at HomeGoods. These were found at an antique store. They're very old. I think they're from the 1800s. And then this I've had for years. I couldn't even tell you, but I have my other pothos up there and then just a few vases. So again, just trying to keep everything super balanced. I will give a whole overview of the room so you guys get a better idea, but it can be quite challenging keeping everything just like balanced. And it's also a lot of space to decorate, but I think we did that. I think it was successful. On the bar cart, I put this together last fall season, and I'm so happy I did this, you guys. This brings me so much joy. I think it just brings a lot of interest and draws the eye to this corner of the room. So all I really did on here is I have these beautiful faux florals. This is from HomeGoods. I think I paid about $24.99 for it, and it has the faux artichokes with the white flowers. So again, kind of pulling what I have going on over there and on the mantle and kind of bringing it down over here. And then I have this little bunny. I think I got him from the Target dollar spot a year or two ago. He kind of looks like he's a wood material, but again, just a really subtle nod to Easter over here on the bar cart. And I think it just looks really pretty with the artwork and everything else that we kind of have going on in this corner. So standing over in the corner of the room, this is the overlook from the family room into the dining room and into the kitchen. So I have our accent chair here, and I have my Peter Rabbit pillow from that I believe was Marshall's. And then I think this was also from Marshall's. And then the blanket is from TJ Maxx. I believe that's BCBG. I'm not sure what the brands are on these pillows. It's just one of those things you gotta just keep your eye out and keep hunting, and you come across some really cute stuff. So all three of those are new this season. I just thought it looked really cute in this chair. I sit in this chair all the time with the dogs and curl up, and again, pulling those dusty blues to this side of the room. Over to the couch, I have some of my year-round pillows mixed in with my spring pillows. I already owned these. I just pulled them out of storage and kind of added them to the sofa, and I think it looks really nice. I've been loving the greens and the browns and the beiges. That is from Target, I think last year. It is so cute. I love that little carrot pillow, and I feel like it does go really nicely with the Peter Rabbit pillow over here. I don't know, it's just me. I just think it's so cute, but I want to give you guys a little bit of a closer look. I'm trying not to make you guys dizzy here. At these pillows, I got these a few years ago from Target. I don't know, I love them because they gave like this hand-stitched, homemade, passed down feel. And I just love them, and I still do. I put them out every year, and they look really nice with the other pillows that we have going on here on the sofa. I love how the coffee table came together this year. It's not overly busy. It's classy. It's sophisticated. Again, helps balance out the room and still gives us full use of our table without being too cluttered. So I just pulled out some faux florals that I use every year with these little gold bunnies that you guys probably recognize. These are Target dollar spot, I want to say from like a year or two ago, and I just paired them with these decorative books and this vase that I had gotten from Walmart. The candlestick holders, I want to say those are from HomeGoods a couple years ago. They give a vintage look, but they are not. They are from HomeGoods, and I just love them. I think they look so beautiful. And then I have some LED candlesticks that I need to replace the batteries in. So I paired them with that, and then paired those candles with this candy dish from Target, again from a few years ago from the Target dollar spot. And I just filled some little hard shell Easter candy, little chocolate eggs in there. So when you are just hanging out, you have a sweet little treat right here. And again, I think I paid like maybe $3 or something for that. So keeping it budget friendly and using year after year. I really love the items that I've kind of got everything down to. I go through my bin seasonally and donate and get rid of things. And I'm really loving everything that even I bought from a few years ago. I'm still really enjoying. So that really makes me feel like I have found my style. So the dusty blues, the greens, the natural elements of like woods and the plants and the landscape portraits and stuff like that. So here's giving you this angle from the sofa. Let's move into the dining room and the kitchen area. So didn't really do too much over there in that corner. Really wanted to leave the touches that I was doing around the house very subtle. I didn't want things to get too cluttered too quickly like I did for Christmas, and then it stressed me out, and then I could not wait to take it down. So let's go ahead and look at the dining table. I am missing a couple napkins. I had a toddler come over and visit, and she liked them. So you know what? They were all hers. So ignore the missing napkins on these two place settings, but you get the idea. This is the napkins that were on there, and then the different layers of the rattan placemat, the gold charger. These are just plastic plates by Martha Stewart. We decorated this together in a video, and then I just layered it with the sweet little napkin. So that way, if you're entertaining, it still looks really beautiful, but if you don't want to do dishes, you can just toss these and not have to worry about an overflowing sink full of dishes. We also did this centerpiece together, and it came out so cute. Everyone that comes over compliments me on it. I got these little bunnies from HomeGoods. They were just $9.99, and they were the only two, so I grabbed those. And then I have these decorative glass blown eggs. These are from Target. They were a 2-pack. Other little bunny, my husband sprinkled these little chocolates on there last night. We've been getting into the candy. We have some jelly beans in here. This candle holder is by Hearth and Hand from Target. And then I already had this green garland from Michael's from years ago, and this moss runner from Michael's as well. So I just kind of paired what I had together. Again, pieced together the greenery with these pink flowers that I also got from Michael's, and just kind of made my own garland and pieced together a centerpiece with what I had. And I think it came out really, really cute. Like I said, I've been getting a lot of compliments on it when I have friends and family over, and it just turned out really cozy and sweet. These little lampshades on here are new too from Amazon. You can get a pack of 6. They just pop onto the light bulbs on your chandelier, and I feel like it just gives it a more finished, cozy look. Over here in the dining room on the sideboard, I have these really cute velvet gift boxes. Again, bringing the dusty blues over here with this faux arrangement that I picked up from HomeGoods. It was $24.99, but this is something that I can use year round. I picked that up this year. And then this stunning gold bunny I picked up from Ross, believe it or not, and he was on clearance. If you guys have seen this video, you already know the price, but if you just stumbled across my channel, if you saw him at Ross, how much would he be? I'm gonna show you guys. Let me know down in the comments if you guys were right. He is such a good size, and I paid $11.99 for him. I love him. He is so beautiful. He's definitely going to be a piece that I have for years. And then I'm burning this candle. It's an Italian limoncello tiramisu, and it smells so amazing. So I just put this beautiful candle on here. I love the look of candles. Just look, you look over there, it looks really beautiful. And then when you come in the door, it just greets you and it's just welcoming and it makes everything smell good. I just love having good candle burn. So let's go into the kitchen. There's not a ton going on in here. I have this woven rattan bunny that I got from Michael's. I think I paid $15 for him this year. And then I just have some little candies from when I filled the plastic eggs for the egg hunt. So I just put the extra candy here in this little dish. And then I have, this is newer. You guys probably saw this in a haul. If you guys have caught my recent videos, this faux orchid, it looks very real, but it is faux. And it's in this stunning blue and white glass pot. And I paid, I think it was $34.99. It was such a deal. And it is a really good size. And then I just try and keep desserts out. So I have just some glazed donuts in there right now. And moving over here to the sink, I have dish towels here on the dishwasher and then over here on the stove. You guessed it, once again, pulling the blues this way. And we did this together in a decorating video. We added these adorable little curtain panels from Amazon. And then these are from Target. I believe they are Threshold. It came with this little 3-pack of little potted plants. So I put those in the windowsill with this candle. This was gifted to me, but I believe this is from Target. It's lavender and eucalyptus. And it just looked really pretty over here by the sink. And then I have these faux hydrangeas with some lemon scented soap and hand lotion from Williams-Sonoma. This is from HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, Williams-Sonoma. The little gold tray is Studio McGee from Target. And then I have some essential oils that I like to use for like stickers and stuff when you buy stuff. Put a couple little drops of lemon or citrus essential oil on the sticker and it'll come right up. To the right of the sink, I have this beautiful marble bunny. I tried my best to give you guys hauls as I bought stuff in my videos. So I know I shared him. I only paid, I think, $14.99, and he is massive and very heavy. But I thought he looked really cute up against my cutting boards here against the backsplash. And then I love this teacup. It is from Target. It has the little bunny inside. I was hoping it would say the line that it's from. It's Threshold. He was only $7. I was a little bummed though, because once I got home, I noticed there was like the tiniest little hairline crack in it, but it was the last one. And I decided, you know what, it's more decorative anyways, and I love it. So I just put it here on the counter. My husband and I love to make hot green tea every night. So I've been using it for that, and I don't like overflow the cup with my tea anyways. So he's decorative, and then when I have my hot tea, I'll use that. And he's just so cute in there, you guys. Look how adorable. And then I showed you guys the little towels on the oven, and then I brought in this really pretty sagey green kitchen rug, and that is, I think, the Studio McGee line from Threshold at Target as well. And then this little cabbage leaf bowl, gosh, where was this from? This could be TJ Maxx. I am trying to remember. It was one of those stores like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, HomeGoods, one of those. And so I just keep this on my counter. So I need to go to the store, so I'm low on produce, but I have a couple of these sweet potatoes in there right now. So it's just kind of holding my produce here, and I just keep it next to my knife block and my olive oil and my seasonings. But yeah, that's it for this end of the kitchen. I think this is the last area of the kitchen that I decorated for spring. I have these floating shelves right off of my coffee bar and our hallway that goes to the garage. And I just put, again, really subtle little nods to the season. I added these really beautiful faux peonies to this gold vase that I've had for quite a while from Target. And then this really cute bunny mug that I've had forever. Lots of Target in this house by Threshold. And then this wood sign. I keep prices on things so I can do this. So Marshall's, paid $9.99. Had it for years. Put it on this shelf. And then these are faux little seedlings. What would you call these? From Michael's. And I think I paid like $1 a piece for these a couple years ago. So I just added those in these little coupe champagne glasses. And then on the top shelf, I've had this wooden bunny forever. Again, probably from TJ Maxx or something. Added some little spring florals. And then this I got at HomeGoods this year. Carrying the Peter Rabbit theme over here into the kitchen. They're little teas. English afternoon tea. Let me see if I have a price on it still. Oh, you know what? I think there was packaging on it and I took it off. But isn't that so cute? Even when the tea is gone, I will keep this little tin. I just thought it looked really cute here in the kitchen. So that's my little open shelving. And I love how it came together. I also wanted to include the backyard in this photo because we have done so much back here together and it has seriously been a transformation. If you guys missed those videos, please go back and watch them when you are done watching this one. We did a total overhaul and cleanup and refresh out here. We got new pillows, new rugs. We did some rearranging. This fire pit is just a couple months old. We also put up these hanging baskets with beautiful faux flowers. You would never know it. I give all the details. We hang this beautiful wind chime and also this one over here, as well as added new umbrellas and just kind of cozied up the space. If you guys want links to anything, please just let me know down below in the comments. The hanging baskets with flowers are from Amazon. These pillow covers are also from Amazon. The rug is by Nicole Miller from Amazon. This is actually from Home Depot. And then the faux plant I found at TJ Maxx. These blue and white pillows are actually from Target a couple seasons ago. And then I'm not sure if I mentioned or not, the umbrellas are also from Amazon. And I did a lot of shopping around in pricing. And these umbrellas, I want to say, were around $45 to $55. I'd have to go pull the pricing. But again, just comment down below. Let me know what links you want and I will grab them for you. My kids were swimming today. It was beautiful, stunning, 80 degrees out. So our pool toys are still floating around in there. So just ignore those. But I put together a lot of different seating areas throughout the yard. That way you just get a different viewpoint from anywhere that you're sitting. So I have these little veranda style chairs over here with little throw pillows and a matching umbrella. And then turning this way, another view of the yard, we have my plumeria and then a little bench right here with another little pillow. And then of course we have the pool and spa. There was nothing back here when we moved into this house, so this has definitely been a labor of love and has taken a lot of time, but we've really been enjoying it. We did all this landscaping about 3 years ago. The curtains are from Amazon. The trash can is from Amazon. I'm not sure if I told you guys the bird house and wind chime is from Marshall's, and then the other wind chime over here is from Amazon. And I love this one because it's a little bit more lightweight. So this one actually makes noise a little easier with a slight breeze versus the one over here needs a lot more wind to make any noise. So it's hidden over there, but you guys kind of saw it. It has butterflies on it. It's really sweet. It's like a beaded design with butterflies, and then it has a birdhouse. So it's just really, really beautiful. Like I said, we've been really enjoying it back here. And then we have the outdoor TV with once again, some outdoor seating with another little fire pit. From this side of the house, again, another seating area over here to the side. It gives you a whole different view of the whole yard. This is personally one of my favorite places to sit. The umbrellas are down because I had a crazy gust of wind come through here and just knock everything down, so I didn't want to put them up for this home tour. But you guys, I'm sure can imagine it looks very resort-like back here when those umbrellas are up. But these are by Cheetah Living, and these are from last season, and they have held up so nicely. They are absolutely beautiful. And a little table. So we love to entertain, we love to host, and we can seat a lot of people back here. And I want people to be able to like disperse around the yard. So, and that's exactly what this setup has done. So yeah, that is the backyard spring home tour. Also, let me know if you want me to link my dogs. They are from a local rescue. Just kidding. But they are one of my favorite little home accessories.
I know the Sunday symptoms like how